Hello, Lucky. When you go through the editing process and the revising process, you should always read the sentences to yourself. So I'm going to pretend to be you, and I'm going to do that for that paragraph we worked on. It says, although the outbreak started in 1793, it was spotted around the 1690s in the United States. But almost 100 years after that, in 1793, and I'm thinking, oh, there's a pause there, so it needs a comma. So if you will pause this video and put a comma after 1793, that would be great. Hopefully you've put a comma after 1793, and then it says foreigners from the Caribbean all came to Philadelphia because they were trying to get away from the yellow fever epidemic there. So when I read that, I thought, does that flow? Although the outbreak started in 1793, it was spotted around the 1960s in the United States. I think since we have an although, which is kind of like a but, we can go like this. Although the outbreak started in 1793, it was spotted around the 1690s in the United States. I'm going to put a period there. Almost 100 years after that, so that flows better. So I'm going to have you pause your video and make that change. It should be, although the outbreak started in 1793, comma, it was spotted around the 1690s in the United States, period. Space, almost 100 years after that. So pause the video. Hopefully you're finished putting 1690s in the United States, period there. So I'm going to put it back the way it was now, but you will have changed it. I'm going to go to paragraph 2. This sounds good. Yellow fever was a well-known illness. You want to pause and put an A there. Yellow fever was a well-known illness. Now you're back. Yellow fever was a well-known illness that affected sailors who traveled to the Caribbean and Africa. 20,000 people, including Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and much of the federal government, had fled the city because the yellow fever was killing lots of people. On August 19th, 1793, Peter Ashton became the first fatality of the epidemic. I think that he was the first fatality, and then all these people fled after a while. So I think this needs to go here. So why don't you pause or rewind the video and change this sentence that was originally here and put it after the first guy died. And I'll pause it so you can do that. This is where it should be. Then you said, it was very hard on children. For example, a quote from a Pennsylvania Center for the Book article. Oh, this is capitalized. I'm just going to change that. By Samuel A. Bum, comma, whenever you pause, there's a talked about people who said, and then you go and get that quote, Lucky, okay? So I'll pause it while you get the quote and put it in there. And then after you put it in, if it's a different font, you know that you Control A.